Dinara Galang. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Number 1, Micaela Esperanza. Number 7, Michelle Gumabaw. Number 2, Abigail Maranyo. And number 11, Cha Cruz. Their libero, number 5, Melissa Gohing. Head coach, Mr. Ramil De Jesus. And now, give it up for the starting lineup of the Adamson University Falcons. Number 9, Faye Guevara. Number 14, Jennifer Macatuno. Number 5, Luisa Zapanta. Number 3, Sheila Pineda. Number 2, Paulina Soriano. And number 10, Angelica Kinlog. Their libero, number 1, Angelica Vasquez. Head coach, Mami Dulce Pante.
The Adamson University Lady Falcons looking to bounce back and try to forget the heartbreak of their defeat against Ateneo as they take on De La Salle University. Starters on your screens: Sal with Jack Cruz, Abby Maranyo, Victonara Galang, Micah Irene Reyes, Michelle Gumabaw, and Mika Esperanza. Adamson, on the other hand, with Pao Soriano, Luisa Zapanta, Kinlog, the team captain, Jennifer Macatuno, Sheila Pineda, and of course, Faye Guevara. This is the first day of the second round of eliminations. Thank you for joining us on Studio 23. This is brought to you exclusively by ABS-CBN Sports. We are live from the arena in San Juan City. Of course, Adamson would like to keep in step with FEU and tie their record of 5 wins and 3 defeats after the Lady Tams just ran over the NU Lady Bulldogs in our first game this afternoon, beating them in straight sets. So here we go, set number 1. Cha Cruz looking to build on her classic performance in their last game against UST. And we are underway. It's a back set, and La Salle able to dig that one up. Paulina Soriano with an offensive block there. La Salle able to cover it. Soriano once again denied. And this is going to be a free ball for De La Salle University. Esperanza goes to Abby. Abby had time to heal up from that right ankle injury, but Vasquez a little bit surprised there. Let's go now to Jazz Reyes for this courtside report.
Santon, so no volleyball game can ever start without a serve. And service is actually an aspect of volleyball where one is really in total control of themselves. And during last week's game, La Salle has not been as well as control in their service, but they have been working on it very much. And as Coach Ramil has told me, importante lang ay alam nila ano ang mali at may gagawa sila para hindi mag-ulit. Pressure may have gotten to the Spikers' aggressions, but Coach Ramil and Cha Cruz assured to me that they are back to attack. Finally, seeing that today's a great opportunity to start anew, Coach Ramil told the girls na umumpisa ng maganda at ng tama. They worked long and hard to get 7 straight wins. They are not about to give that streak up. Until the match.
Thank you, Jazz. Well, I had an opportunity to watch the practice of La Salle last Thursday, and they really devoted more than 20 minutes of time to their service because, according to Coach Ramil, they committed a total of 25 service errors. So they practically gave away 1 set to UST in their last game.
Oh, that's right. And, you know, yun yung sinasabi ni Chano, they doubled up their time. So, what is expected? Normally, coaches would say na yung service kasi mag-isa ka lang dyan eh. Nobody forces you to commit that area. It's just you, you're in full control. So, sayang yung puntos na binibigay mo sa kalaban if you do commit an error. So far, Cha Cruz doing an excellent job at the service line. Hopefully, I don't jinx it. But, you know, looks like they really put in a lot of effort on that.
Well, Cha Cruz entering that game against UST was actually leading the league in terms of the number of service aces. Finally, Adamson able to get a point here in this ball game against La Salle. Let's go now to the other side and hear from Tiff Atindido with his report on Adamson University.
Thank you, Anton. You know what? The approach in today's game is just to play. Bilog ang bola, unahan lang yan. It's anybody's game. Sino ang mas maganda ang gising, malamang yun ang mananalo. Well, that's according to Coach Mommy Dulce, at least. Now, with midterms in the way for the Lady Falcons, Mommy Dulce told the girls studies will still be the priority, especially with Adamson's newer and stricter policies regarding student athlete attendance. But luckily, practice went well and they were complete. Asking Mommy Dulce what needs to be focused on in Lady Spikers is their height advantage. So she instructed Lady Falcons to adjust on their coverage and block more. Now, with what happened in their last game against Ateneo, Mommy Dulce wants the girls to move on and forget that today's another day. Let's focus on the game at hand. I'm Gonna Nan.
Thank you, Tiff. Well, I also had a nice chat with Mommy Dulce at their practice yesterday at the Adamson University gym, and she's told me that they have moved on despite the controversy that surrounded their loss against Ateneo. But in their hearts, and they believe that they won that game.
Well, you know, I think it's a good thing that in terms of attitude, maganda yung disposition itong Lady Falcons. In their heart, they know that they won the game. What's good is that Coach Dulce is really telling the girls to move on. Today is a new day. What they need is, you know, to just look at the now and perform their best.
Right now, LaSalle, though, up by 3-5-2 here in the early going. Vasquez popping it up. And Zapanta able to get that drop ball to fall. And Zapanta, interestingly, went to school in Ateneo de Davao in her elementary years and high school years as well. But she, along with her two parents, chose Adamson University as the school that she decided to play for here in college.
Zapanta hits out. Point goal.
So far, of course, Zapanta has proven herself as, you know, one of the dependable players of Coach Luis Zapante.
And Zapanta, the fourth leading scorer of Adamson last year, coming off one of her best games so far in her young UAAP career, despite losing in their last game to Ateneo. Abby Maraño, another player who has continued her steady performances, actually reaching a new level here because of the departure of Jack Alarca. So the spotlight is more on Abby Maraño here for De La Salle University. Michelle Gumabao, strong spike there. Adamson able to keep that ball alive. Esperanza, it's a back set for Michelle. Makatuno able to pop it up. Zapanta, this is going to be Pineda from the back row. Nicely dug up by Chuck Cruz. And Vasquez sacrificing her body there. Faye Guevara keeping this one alive, as well as Esperanza for De La Salle University. What a wild rally we're having here. Sheila Pineda, can she finish it? Yes, she does.
Pineda.
Smart move from Pineda, looking for that open area to the side of LaSalle. Look at this. Well-placed shot there for Pineda, angling her attack. And that's very important. If you're an attacker, hindi pwedeng palo ka ng palo. You really have to, you know, have that talent, and you develop that skill of looking at the other side.
And the referees discussing the positioning on the court here as we take a look at Mommy Dulce Pante.
Galang to serve for LaSalle.
And she says that when she is up on her feet from her bench, she's not really saying or barking out some instructions to her players. She's trying to let the refs know that, hey, I'm here. And try to call the game fairly.
Pinaka by Pineda.
That's right. But, you know, as you were speaking, was it once again Sheila Pineda scoring that point. Again, using, you know, that same strategy of just finding open areas on the side of LaSalle.
Angelica Kinlog, team captain of Adamson University, was the player actually called for the fault in their loss to Ateneo. As Chuck Cruz with that kill, sending us to our first break. 8-6 in favor of De La Salle University.